we haven't defined default BU or like BU for which the alert will get um, mm, mm, alert will get distributed. So it will fail. It will throw the error. So what we need to do, we need to go back in the designer and see if that alert type has BU defined, and that BU is present in the BU hierarchy. So that is like one kind of issue what we
BU,
can.
what is BU?
Business unit.
Ah, business unit. Okay.
Okay. So this is like one kind of issue. And suppose like in the configuration files, like INI files, the INI files. Okay. So here we have a different files. So suppose there are some for external configuration file, we haven't uh, you know provided the path for the that specific instance or that package version. Then what will happen when we are trying to run the job, that will fail again at some step when it is trying to identify like under which instance that package is, or under which package that object is there. It will not be able to locate it. So it will again fail. So we need to check, like, we will get like different specific issues for like issue messages for different failure. So it will prompt us to add those file path for different packages. So I mean, because when we are upgrading something or there is a new production release, we create a release with all the objects. Suppose this is like a new fraud model, which is we want to deploy it on production. So we have created the package from the lower environment, from the UAT, and we need to deploy it on production as a form of production release. But what happened? We missed some of the package item, like suppose the channel have been missed, and when we are running it on production, it is throwing an error because it is not able to find that object. It will say, like, because in the flow it will be defined that go to use this channel. Like suppose it is defined in this flow that to use what channel, outgoing channel. But when we see here in the production, there will be no outgoing channel. That means that channel has been missing it, and that's why the process failed. And I mean, here we can see the issue. So in that way we can go and identify like what channel is missing, and then we can import it from or create the release for correct release, and then deploy it on production. Okay. Now issues related to permissions and actions. Okay, so what happens? This is mainly on RCM side. So this issue is mainly on running the jobs. Is mainly on AI side. But while running the job, we can also have, if business unit hierarchy is not defined, then also this jobs will fail. But the permission specific issues are mainly for our CMUI, because there we define the permissions for certain actions, right? So, now, for example, I have logged in with my user, and I'm able to see the alert view. But for me, none of the alerts are visible. I mean, when I log in with administrator, they are visible. For my user, it is not visible. So the issue could be like because my the role which I'm assigned to does not have permissions to view this particular a new alert type which we have generated. So we need to go and update the missing permissions. Okay. And sometime the issue could be that while we are opening an alert, we are able to see only certain let me check if I have no snapshot. Okay, let me go back to some alert snapshot. Okay, so here is an example. So, I'm able to open the alert, but suppose this section, this transaction detail, it is not showing any details for me. I'm not able to open, there is no data for me, for my user. Or so here we can see this, like message. So there could be a reason that the specific like GUI item which is displaying this on the alert, it is not available on the app GUI item in the app GUI item folder, right? So that we need to like check, we need to place that plugins or objects in the app GUI item folder, or that could be like a in the system configurations, we have seen that there is GUI items. You remember?
Yeah, Graphica.
Where we can find it? Where we can find that settings for GUI, if you can recall a bit.
In Act 1?
Yeah, but where? In Act 1, where? This is what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
okay.
So there could be, no permissions defined for some of the items like work items. So so that's why we are not able to open certain section of that alert. So that we need to enable and see in configuration parameter as well. We can check if some configurations which are required are not enabled. So these are the certain issues on day-to-day basis what we can get on while working with the Actimize solution.
In this, do you know anything about, can you say me anything regarding queries? Queues, queries.
Queries related to what? Because query in there is a query word with different context here in Actimize. Are you talking about DB queries or query rules you're talking about?
Query rules.
Yeah. So query rules are basically like policy manager rules. So what we write, we always discuss, right? Like we write a policy rule. So it is like a query rule. So we write a query. Let me try to open the policy manager slides. See, policy manager query rules. Okay, so we have see like there were certain rules which we have designed with the condition. When we add the condition and add the condition and then provide a score of that condition, that it will add or subtract the score, so that rule becomes a query rule. Let's So here we create the a new query, and so like we set the condition.
Yeah, I
So
get it.
what exactly? I mean, you want Dart query or policy manager query rule? Which
No, the
exactly is
start query I know. The other one I don't know.
okay?
The start one I know because you already said. I revised also the start query, so I know.
Yeah. Even the policy manager, like we have like already seen, but let me just quickly. Okay. So here, no, this is okay. So like here we have different policy types already defined, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So what we can do, we can also create our new implementation policies with providing certain condition and different requirement, like we want to create a certain policy. So we have seen, like it will be like a draft policy, and I'm not able to locate the slide. Let me check. Let me find it, and I will share it with you on the screen.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, now I'm able to locate it. Okay. So here we have seen that, so here we get the out of the box policy, right? Or out of the policy. But we can create our own policy rule based on the condition required. And when we click the new, and we can add the different like add the query, create a query, and which needs to be activated. And once that is activated, a new policy rule will be created, and that rule will be called the policy manager query rule. Okay. So
So
here,
in few conditions, do they say this as a validation rule? Because few people say policy rules as validation rule. So both are same, policy rule and validation rule, both are same.
so it actually depends from solution to solution. So in the CTR, like to validate the report, we create the policy rule, like as we have seen yesterday. But not always all policy rules are validation rule. For like for SAM or CDD, there could be rule to increase or decrease the score based on certain conditions, what is defined in the um, criteria, rule criteria. You see, like depending upon, like here you see different values of different fields, and for these field we can create the policy rule, add the condition, and here it will not be called validation rule. So
Yeah.
PAP individual with SAR. So this will be triggered, and the score will be added. So uh, usually, I mean, in the validation rule for validation rules are a policy or like query rule, but not all query rule are validation rule. I would say this.
Okay, okay. Means sometimes I used to, if they ask me to inactivate certain policy rules, I used to do that. Mm,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so the plan, yeah, I used to do that. And some script also we need to run, right? To make the current state inactive. Planned state will
Yeah,
turn, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So we can do it via script, or but here we have all the options here on the UI. Also, we can set to set the current stage, or like reset the. So here, from here we can set the condition and update the condition. Like, yeah.
Okay. One type is to run the script, some name it is called, refresh, start, refresh, report validation script something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the
Okay. So
exact name.
is it like
Uh,
that script name? It is specific to your organization, that you
yeah.
have created it for your purpose,
Mm,
to
yeah,
enable
yeah,
disable. So yeah,
yeah,
that
yeah.
could be by that
Yeah. So
name
when
then.
we run that script, the current state will turn into inactive.
Yes. Okay. So
Yeah, okay.
maybe like someone would have created a script where they have all the steps to
Yeah.
set the state as inactive.
So the other
That
type is
could be like
without script,
DBs.
without using script. The other type, how you can inactivate it?
So in the policy activation, here I don't have that window. Here, more actions, right? You click
Yeah,
to select and uh, let
yeah,
me
you'll
see
get
that.
all actions full. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So
you'll get some
deactivate the
list two,
policy. So
three.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So that from there you can do it.
okay.
Okay. So, for the issue related items, right? Like these are uh, 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 all types of issue what we face is if there is, any specific issue you want to discuss about, or if you have any questions. So please, yeah, we can take up now
For,
in terms of issue analysis. So,
mm, yeah, in performance issues, only thing what I know is like that gather DB states, that related one. Like if the job runs slowly, then we have to. In that case, it comes right. DB gather stats. Except that, any other performance issue is there? Like you have any idea on any other performance issue?
okay, performance issue could be also due to not an optimized DB queries. So because there will be a lot of actions being done with the data with the help of database while we are executing any daily process, right? It will fetch the data from the database, or it will write to certain table. It will there will be joins of applicable from which it will update the data in certain specific tables. So another performance issue could be if we don't have any like optimized DB queries created. So like if see, out of the box we already have it there, but if for any customization we have to create some custom table or some stored procedure we have created to update the certain fields in the table. And if that stored procedure, the script is not optimized, that means you can go through in some reference documents, you can find that what are the ways to optimize the DB queries or Oracle, like query optimization in Oracle. So there you can in detail get to learn about what are the steps for query optimization. So if the query is not optimized, that means very it is taking a lot of time to execute. I mean, just a select statement for with the joins and all is taking around 5 to 6 minutes just to run a one query. And in the daily processes there will be like many such queries running, so it will give performance issue. So instead of daily process running for 10-15 minutes, that is taking 1 hour to run. So that could be one of the performance issue. um, uh, Also, if the server on which we have created like AI server or all the AI server, and the C drive is completed or just it gets full, there is no space, then also reading and writing the logs will be problem. There will be a problem because there is a storage crunch in that C drive, for example, because we create that Actimize folder and in the C drive itself, right? Because there are other different, server is there, instance is there, so everything is there on C drive. So that could be again, creating issue. The processes will become slow, and we will need to purge the old record because it has happened a lot. Like because some project which is running for years, so it will obviously have older records and older logs which will be very heavy. And then the server C drive becomes almost full. There is a So again, when we are running the new process, it is not able to create a new log file or update the file because of the size it has become.
Okay.
So it is recommended, on organization level to purge the old logs from time to time so that, we don't
Once we
face any perform.
purge the things, can we roll back it if needed, or it will completely get deleted?
It will be deleted. I mean, first
Okay.
mean like delete the log.
Delete.
So yeah, if it is like Windows, it will be deleted and saved in the recycle bin. But then again, putting it in the recycle bin, it will still consume the storage. So
Mm.
yeah, we need to, yeah, purge it like completely, permanently. Or if on organization level, on production environment, or there are some cloud services, if you have, where you can, store the old record and delete it from the drive, so that can also be like an option. Depends what process like some organization is following.
Okay.
Okay, any other queries related to
Uh,
like
no.
any of the like all the topics which we have covered throughout?
Yeah. Means I was not able to go through all the things you thought, but um, more than means half almost. I went through the videos. So, but doubt
Okay.
wise, whatever whatever I want, I just asked it in the class itself. So there are nothing, any special doubt, nothing. But only one thing is like, if you are joining a job for IFM, it's like, what are the things that I have to know? Means which is similar to CDD in IFM. Do you have anything knowledge regarding that?
So even if it is IFM, AS, and RCM will be same, right? But
Okay.
like as for any solution, we have different tabs, we have different actions depending upon solution that will be different. So here on CDD we see the alerts. So the IFM alert will have different look and feel, and they have a concept called TWB and CWB, consolidated work item, and something like that.
So
So I'm not
do
so
you work on IFM too?
no, IFM
No,
no,
no.
only AML. Just giving you some high level idea.
Okay, okay. So it's like, that's what means, planning to join IFM. So it's like what, they feel like knowledge on CTR and CDD is enough. The thing is like, what I have to know in depth so that it will be easy for me to train myself for
First of all,
IFM.
yeah, IFM is mostly real time. So,
Yeah, yeah.
hardly we have it in batch. So you need to learn, read and learn or train yourself with the web services. So any web services like SOAP, so with the help of SOAP, or if you have any other uh, tool which is used. So you need to um, learn all the basics of that. Real-time services. So that is very important, like how to create the WSDL, and if there is some issues and request or response you're getting, then how to debug that. So I would recommend you to go through, real-time training, or go through the course material from any of the available material, if there is something on the internet, or if you have it with your organization. So
Yeah, in
that is
my
something that.
organization. Okay, okay. So, any websites do you know, like, where I can go through?
No, I mean, there are just, if you type and some write about the basic training, there will be n number of training sites, which Guru 99, W3, something. I'm not exactly sure about the names, but I mean, once you type it on Google, it will be available, the course material, so that you can refer. Because the main difference between the AML and fraud is fraud, like mostly works with real time. It is not like batch process, because if fraud is happening at the real time, there is no matter to cater that on on batch services, like when we will run. If it has already happened, there is no means of, uh, tracking it later. So at that time, action needs to be done. Either, not let that fraud happen or block the fraud, or
Okay.
so
Means,
we'll need to.
based on your knowledge, do you think it's more difficult than CTR and CBD?
See, it totally depends upon, if someone has interest with the like IFM, they find it very easy for IFM if they have worked with and developed their skill set for the IFM. But yeah, little bit it is little because it involves a lot of customization. So, as we have everything out of the box as well for CDD, SAM, and CTR. There, like for alert and all, we will need customization. What all we need to display on the alert and everything. So because it is mainly organization driven. So that you would need to go through, and if you have access to like the organization which you're joining, they would
Yeah,
have
they said like they will train by themselves.
yeah, then it is fine, then yeah.
Yeah, they will train. So, yeah,
Yeah, then there is no issue. Just like when you're going through that training, that you know uh, keep all the notes and everything, so that once you start working for that, it will help you.
okay. Okay. I don't have any questions and all, Priyanka. But anyway,
Okay.
whatever you taught me, it was like really very helpful for me to attend the interview and all, because
Yeah.
in detail I could whatever things means the first when I attended interview, though I worked, we don't have the complete knowledge, right?
Mm-hmm.
So after going through your classes, I was able to like tell them what they want from me.
Okay, that
So
is good. That it helped. This training helped you,
yeah, yeah,
and
sure.
yeah. So I hope, I mean, you were able to crack the interview
Yeah, yeah.
with this
Because
training.
that's what I couldn't, I didn't, I was not able to go through all the entire video what you thought, but whatever is needed for me, that I went, I just learned like a model, the data about UDM,
Yeah,
whatever you thought here and there, all videos I read, and when before interview I was reading that and all. So it really helped me. And yeah, finally, thanks for
yeah.
everything.
That's good to hear. And just I would say, like, keep going through this video as and when required, so it will
Yeah.
help you brush up your knowledge. And
Yeah.
yeah, and all the best for your new,
Yeah,
new role, new job, and keep
yeah,
learning.
surely if my job everything is confirmed and everything, surely I'll let Pooja know so that she will let you know.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
thank you, Priyanka.
Thank
Have
you
a
so
nice day.
much.